Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. And I am here in K Beach today. This is going to be a quick reading and it's going to be a special edition one. So today I wanted us to look at what's coming up on the journey. I did promise you guys the full moon one, which I'm probably going to do tomorrow. Because for some of you, full moon is going to be happening on the 6th. And for some on the 7th, so I'll make sure that I post it I'll post it in time for either of those dates to make sense, and for you to have enough time to kind of adjust what you're doing, maybe think of some additional rituals, activities that you would want to do to use this power of full moon in Virgo. In the meantime, today I wanted us to do a quick read asking the question, what unexpected event is on the horizon for my twin flame journey, right? And we'll look at it for divine feminines and divine masculines. And of course, I'll pull messages from between the twins. All right, let's get started. And I am starting with an oracle deck, as always. And this is the Cosmic Journey Oracle. This is my favorite deck this week. I'm absolutely in awe and just get so much resonance from these cards, so I decided to stick with it and stay with it like that for now. Okay, so for the feminines we have 3, 2, 1, jump. Yeah, so basically you are asked to take a leap, to take action. We spoke about it for the last few days, I guess. So divine feminines, this is like, you know, set yourself up, kind of like get ready, do whatever you need to do to get balanced, and then go, right? When you are confident, when you're comfortable, get yourself into the grounded state and go. Do not rush things if you're under some sort of stress or pain at the moment, right? Get yourself back in order and then do it. But don't take too long. It's important to use the momentum for whatever it is you're trying to bring into your life. During the reading by the trees is always tricky for me because, well, there are ants. But it is a gorgeous view. I hope you agree with that. Yeah, we can see parts of the bay, and actually, like right across, like over here, there is a Captain Cook monument. It's actually a very famous local landmark. As you can guess, it signifies the place where Captain Cook landed on the Big Island, and where he met the chief, like, you know, the head of the tribe, and, you know, all that, the king and, you know, everybody else, the locals. It's also considered the best place for snorkeling around the Big Island, or actually maybe even around Hawaii. I did try it, cannot say it I'm too impressed, but you know, there is a mosquito as well. This is gonna be harder to get rid of. So let's see what we have for divine masculines. Hope you guys are doing great. I hope you setting yourself up for this full moon and considering things that you'd like to leave behind, and to kind of like let go of that ballast, of that burden that's you know, keeping you small or keeping you slow on your way to greatness, you know, whichever way you see it, right? We all have those things, and it's very important to use this kind of events to kind of make it a little bit easier on us, right? With the energy that the universe provides. Okay, and speaking of that, the masculines have got the card coming soon. Welcome to the next ascending age. Yeah, this is pretty significant actually, because and by the way, this was card number 1. For the feminines, this is card number 8. Yeah, so masculines have been warned that they're at the new age of consciousness, of awareness. It's one of those days or times when you cannot unsee things that you've seen, and you cannot like unhear, unknow things that you already know. And now you are asked to start making decisions from that new place of ascension, new place of knowledge, new place of power. Okay, let's get to the cards, the tarot cards. So what is the unexpected event on the journey for Divine Feminine that we're allowed to know about? The important event that's coming up that we don't know about, that we do not expect. Five of Swords. Please clarify. The Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, interesting. So some illusion is going to come to light, and it's being brought to you, like this experience is being brought to you by the universe. It's basically the universe is saying, okay, now you need to see what's really happening here, or what really happened here, right? So you can really see the lessons, and you can utilize the knowledge for for doing it better and for actually growing from it, right? So I feel like this is something, and of course you should know what I'm talking about, hopefully, or maybe it will come to you after the reading. It's some event where you really felt let down, and you're like, I don't even know if I can trust people anymore. Like, who can I trust these days anyway? If even in this scenario I got somebody let me down. And it doesn't have to be a close person. It can be more like workplace, or even, I don't know, some sort of public organization or government organization, right? Like, it doesn't have to be close to you personally, but it's still pretty important, and it was a big deal when it happened in terms of you trusting people, right? And when we don't trust, what do? We close our heart chakra, right? And it's a lot harder for us to open up to other opportunities that come along, right? It's harder for us to trust those, to take those chances. So this will be shown to you why it was in your life and what it was supposed to, what it signified. Okay, let's see what we have for the masculines. Immediately I get King of Wands, which is the masculine, okay? Please clarify. The Devil. Ooh. So Divine Masculine is letting go of some of their addictions and temptations. And with the King of Wands I'm getting, it's more about, well, I mean, it could be some manipulative patterns, but I'm immediately getting a message about some sexual dependencies, right, and preferences. Using sex as a coping mechanism, as a quick gratification for, to avoid the real issue, right? Or to just kind of like let go and get that emotional release. I'm not saying that it's always used unhealthy, but it was definitely used as a coping mechanism on many occasions in relationships and overall, right? Like with a karmic partner, to maybe avoid focusing on like bigger picture or communication issues. And in other situations where this was like, this frustration was realized through the sexual intercourse, instead of actually looking into the reason, into the core of it, and dealing with it accordingly, or dealing with those people that brought it about in the first place. That's very interesting. Another cycle of ego death for the masculines. Okay, let's get messages. As you understand, we are at the sunset point, so it'll start getting darker. Let's get on with it. Messages from divine masculines to divine feminines. Okay. We had both cards in reverse, have Page of Cups and Six of Swords. Yeah, so it's still hard to believe for DM that things will get back to normal between you two, that they will get in balance, and it will be easy to be together, to talk to each other, to ask you out. You know, they're still having trouble believing that, you know, it's going to turn around from everything that happened between you two, from all the mistakes that were made, all the wrong things that were said, and that you will be able to reconcile in a, you know, in a real way, not like pretending that everything's okay but it's still awkward in the air, but really be in a good place. But they want it very much, more than anything else. Okay, message from feminines to masculines. The ones in reverse. Everything's in reverse. Oh well. And Seven of Swords in reverse. So the feminines is saying that they know that some of the things that divine masculines have said, that were harsh things, they didn't mean them. Or when they were silent, when they were supposed to say something, you know, like when they were supposed to be supportive or say something nice or like express something with words that they were feeling in the moment and they didn't. It wasn't on purpose, but it's still, for DFs, they're still going back to that. They're still trying to get their head around it, to understand what happened, why, and let it go, basically. Forgive and forget, so to speak, right? So yeah, it looks like quite a few blocks and fears that will be released during the full moon cycle. I'm actually getting, when I finished the reading and the messages, I realized that the timeline for this is really during this full moon phase. So it's coming up. The opportunities to let go of those negative feelings, experiences, emotions are here. So it's all in your hands, twins. Yeah, I love you guys, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. The next one is going to be about full moon and Virgo. Love you.